Hi everyone, this is attempt number 2. I'm doing a get ready with me using a few things I have not shown on my channel that maybe I've used before, maybe I haven't. I'm going to be recording a lip swatch video, hopefully, today with this makeup, so I wanted to do something that if I needed to take off lipstick, I could touch up around my mouth easily, so that's why I decided to use a powder foundation today. So I'm trying out this Sephora matte perfection powder in the lightest shade. I know the undertone on this is gonna be not quite right and it might be a little too light looking, but we'll see. I have not tried this on my face yet, so I have no idea. On my eyes, I want to go pretty basic and neutral, not too warm, not too cool. So I'm gonna use this. I like this shadow palette a lot. It's from Sleek and it is the Vintage Romance palette. And I enjoy this. It has some really unexpectedly pretty shimmers in it. And I was going to use and tried to use earlier, and I had to just scrap it and start over, the little mini When the Sun Goes Down palette, because I ended up picking a shimmer that was basically the same depth as the crease, and the crease was very cool toned and the shimmer was kind of cool toned, and then I put in eyeliner that got too thick, and then I tried to smudge it out and it just looked like a big muddy mess. So I'm like, you know what, I want to do right by Lisa Eldridge and her lipsticks, and I should have some prettier looking eye makeup on in my lip swatch video. So I'm starting over. I took it all off. I put some more skincare down, more SPF down. That's why I like my eye areas looking quite shiny at the moment. So we're just gonna get going. What I've been using for a while, the Revolution Conceal and Define in C 0.5. I really like this for eye primer. I don't love the formula or the color under my eyes because it can look kind of gray and dry, but I do really like it for eyeshadows, and it really holds on to eyeshadows quite nicely, and it also helps you know, conceal my freckles and lines and whatnot. I have a few like pretty dark freckles like right in my crease area, like that one right there, and then there's another one underneath this concealer right here, a couple right there, and if I don't conceal those very well, they can make my eyeshadow look really patchy because it will be really dark in those spots because of my freckles coming through. So I've realized that I feel like my eye makeup looks a lot better when I can at least mostly conceal those freckles. It's really hard to conceal a freckle, like fully conceal, without like really caking on product, but this gives me a much more even looking base to start. And then I feel like my eye makeup can just automatically look a little bit more even when I have those freckles kind of toned down. This one right here is really hard to cover, and it's in such a funny little place right there on the inside of my crease. Not something I talk about all that much. In general, I you know, I want my freckles to show, but not on my eyelids, unless I'm, you know, doing something really sheer, kind of a just like a sparkly lid or something. But if I'm doing anything in the crease, I would like to have those a little bit less interfering with the crease color. So I'm gonna take this Tarteist Double Take eyeliner. The pencil liner part I find works in my for tight lining quite well. Oh, Nelly, I was not ready. All right, so I'm gonna take this kind of mid-tone crease color, and there are, as far as like true mattes, this is the only true matte in this palette. There are a few shades that just have some sparkle to them, like this color. I have worn this in the crease. It does show the sparkle a little bit in your crease, but it's really pretty minimal. So it does actually translate surprisingly, but it's not, I don't feel like it's a problem. It's not like glittery, like really glittery. There isn't a whole lot of sparkle in that shade. Yeah, I'll use this little Luxie 121 mini tapered brush that came in last November's BoxyCharm. Was it November's? Oh my gosh. December means my 2-year-old is almost gonna, his birthday is coming up really soon. He was born the week before Christmas, which I feel like his birthday, it's sneaking up on me. I'm not ready. So for the shimmers, there are these two shimmery colors right here, and this one's a little more cool tone, this one's a little warmer, but they're both so pretty. So pretty. And I'm gonna go in with this kind of pewtery color. So it's a little bit cooler toned here. This is a more bronzy one, this is a more gold one. And then there's something that's a little bit more platinum silver. That white one, that is the lightest shimmer in there. But I really, really like that kind of pewtery color. It's this shade right here. It does look a little more warm toned on my eyes because my skin tone just brings out all the warmth in eyeshadows. Like Woodwinked from MAC looks like straight up copper on me. I know I'm not the only one that Woodwinked goes that shade, but this is kind of the color that I always expect Woodwinked to be. And then when it gets on my eyes, it's just so different. Woodwinked does look a little more gold toned. It kind of looks a little more like that bronzy color, but on my skin it looks a lot more orange. I mean, it's pretty, it's just not, I feel like it's not what I'm expecting. Not that that's related to this video in the slightest, but there you go. I don't regret this. I'm gonna try this kind of charcoal shade that has a little sparkle in it in the crease. Something a little bit warmer around the edges just so it doesn't get too muddy looking. I'm gonna go in with this, just to keep it drugstore, this Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air. This pretty like camel transition color. And I'm also going in with the foundation powder that I'm going to be using, the Sephora Matte Perfection powder. I'm just cleaning up around the edges, trying to kind of tone down everything. And then just go back with that Sonia Kashuk discontinued brush and just try to diffuse that out again. Alright, so I'm gonna stop here because I'm just like fiddling and fiddling and fiddling with this. So I'm gonna put concealer on first because I'm doing a foundation powder. So my favorite is the Cover FX Power Play concealer in N Fair 1. Do not enjoy the sound that makes. My eyes are a mess. I'm gonna try to bring that up here. I have a kind of a vein discoloration situation going on up there, and it's really difficult to cover. It's like hard to even get concealer up there. And because it's pretty pronounced color-wise, it's hard to cover. And it's also very dry. So putting more than one, like putting a corrector up there and a concealer, oftentimes it will catch on the dry flakes that are right up in there. I do find this concealer works best when I spread it out with my fingers as opposed to a sponge. And I'm going to use my NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder Pressed to set that, which is my favorite powder for under my eyes. And since I don't have a damp sponge, I'm just gonna use a I picked up a lot. A dry sponge. I'm gonna do my lower lash line, and I think I'm probably just gonna take that brown crease color and maybe hopefully leave it at that. I really don't want to spend more time on this. Yeah. We'll see how that looks once I get mascara on. I'm going to do the foundation powder now, I think. I would like to get some brows and eyelashes happening. So let's get this. It does come with a sponge, and I am going to use a brush. Again, with the discontinued brushes, not helpful. There might be another brush I would consider using is this Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. It's just I use this for my really poorly weakly pigmented blushes, probably one of which I'm gonna wear today. So this is available and affordable. This is not available, but if you happen to have it around, I do like it for powder foundation, and this is the old Sonia Kashuk, like kind of basic line, number 130. And it works well with like powder, mineral powder foundation, pressed powder foundation. So yeah, I am a disaster today. I think this is going to be a little too light, but we'll see. And also not enough warmth, but again, we'll see. I've never used it before. I hope I don't have any dry flakiness that it catches on. That's not bad. Usually things will make the kind of the pink in my cheeks just look like light pink. But this feels like it's actually kind of covering it. Huh. Just wanted to do kind of half and half, even though I have my chin. That looks better than I was expecting. Yay! That's always a nice thing. I can't believe how well this is covering. So I do feel like you can see the undertone differences now. I have a more cool yellow undertone, kind of that olive-ish type undertone, and this is a little bit more neutral cool, but I'm really impressed. Good foundation matches for me are Clinique Even Better in CN 0.5 Shell and Smashbox Studio Skin M.1 and Colourpop No Filter Foundation in Fair 05. And I do have review videos on all of those in case you're here for foundation type stuff. I will link those in the eye probably. Should we zoom in and see how it's sitting on my skin? You can see, I think, like right here where it caught a little bit on a few dry flakes. My skin's in pretty decent shape right now. I seem to have found a good fit of exfoliation and moisturization to get the difference to be not torturing my skin so much. But like, let's see, where's one of my big problem areas is right through here. I have a lot of noticeable pores, a deep smile line, and this little scar right there, and it's all looking pretty smooth. And like right up here, I mean, I feel like you can't really see pores at all, which is awesome. So, a lot of powder foundations will help with pores quite a bit, but it's not like a guarantee that it's gonna look perfect. I feel like this really is sitting nicely. It doesn't look really dry. I'm gonna use this Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara, which I have been enjoying. I had a deluxe sample from somewhere. I don't even remember. Before I run out of battery, I might just toss my blush on so you can see it. It's the Maybelline Fit Me blush in Buff. It's really hard to get this to show up, which is why I use this dense e.l.f. brush, and I just kind of jam it in there and then stamp it on. I like this because it's pretty neutral looking. I feel like it goes with a lot of things without looking like anything in particular, other than, oh, my cheeks are not so pale anymore. And for highlight, should I do this? I don't know, it might be kind of yellow toned. We'll try it. The Becca Vanilla Quartz, another thing I forgot to mention in my haul. And this is, it was that little macaron set. Oh, I'm gonna try to use this little itty bitty mirror. This is more yellow than I was expecting. Because I believe Arna really likes this. I was kind of surprised at how like yellowy gold it is. This formula isn't my favorite anymore. I like the Natasha Denona a lot better. There's a variety of things I feel like I get better payoff. All right, I'm gonna finish up my lashes and brows off camera, and I will be back probably after I do that lip swatch video, so I will see you soon. Hey guys, so obviously different day, different makeup, etc. And not even the foundation that I showed in this video, but yeah, I was doing this Get Ready With Me the same day I did the lip swatches for the Lisa Eldridge True Velvet lipsticks, and I don't know what happened to the rest of this video. I don't know if I recorded it even. I have no idea. Anyway, I just wanted to come back and just like wrap things up a little bit and chat a little bit more about the powder foundation from Sephora. I have used it several times since, and I will say I have to be careful not to use too much, because if I use too much it will feel pretty drying and it will make my face kind of sore. So I tried it with a sponge to see what kind of coverage it would give me, but I found that that just put on too much powder and it was really drying and uncomfortable. So it's one I definitely need to moisturize pretty well before I use, and using a brush seems to be the best finish for me. It wears really nicely through the day for me. Now we are in a dry part of the season, dry part of the year, but I will say that it would get a little bit dewy, but still it didn't break down, it didn't look cakey, it didn't look cracked or dry or anything. So it just kind of looked better and better throughout the day. So if you're interested, I can do a full review and I can do a wear test for you guys. But I just wanted to come back and just mention a couple things that I've noticed about that powder. And yeah, I will link my Lisa Eldridge True Velvet lip swatch video, and you can see what my brows look like. I guess that's the only part that wasn't really done, I think. So I think that's about it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. As always, if you aren't already and you want to see more videos from me, then please do subscribe. Turn on the bell if you want a notification when I upload a video. And yeah, thank you for leaving a comment and a like. It really helps my channel and I appreciate that. Plus, I just love hearing from you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day and I'll see you soon.